guys, welcome back to our channel, A Cup of Art. I am your host, Star, and today we have an amazing and interesting announcement, at least to us. But Jen and I on this channel and on our art channel, we're going to be doing a series called Art of Halloween, where we do, Halloween-esque related videos, and so I really hope you guys will enjoy that series. A playlist down below will be made for videos on this channel and our art channel put together in order of release, and in the order it'll be GenStar, then A Cup of Art, GenStar, A Cup of Art, etc, etc. And so look back every week on this channel for new videos, and when a new video gets posted on this channel, a new video will be posted on our art channel. So with all that said, let's get into the video and let's talk a little bit about the history of Tim Burton's filmography, and let's rank some of his movies.
Timothy William Burton was born August 25th, 1958 in Burbank, California. As a child, he enjoyed visual arts like drawing and painting, and just like many, watched fantasy and monster movies. His passion for art led him to enroll in the California Institute of the Arts, where he studied character animation. There, he created short films that got the attention from Disney. Though his style does not match Disney, they still recruited him from there as an animator in 1979 after graduating the school. He worked on the 1981 film The Fox and the Hound before being made as a conceptual artist, though none of his concept arts ever made it to a finished film. During his time at Disney, Burton was a storyboard artist, graphic designer, animator, art director, and concept artist, working on films like The Fox and the Hound in 1981, Tron in 1982, and The Black Cauldron in 1985. While working at Disney, he worked on many of his own side projects that he would submit to film festivals. One of his projects that gained him recognition is his first 6-minute stop-motion film titled Vincent in 1982. This film is based on a poem written by Burton about a young boy who fantasizes that he is his idol, Vincent Price. Afterwards, Burton directed his first live-action production, Hansel and Gretel. It was a Japanese-themed adaptation of the Brothers Grimm fairy tale for Disney Channel. This film only aired once and was shelved afterwards. In 2009 at the Museum of Modern Art, in 2011 a part of Burton's exhibit at LACMA, and in 2012 at Seoul Museum of Art, the film was put on public display. Later, he directed his live-action short Frankenweenie, 1984, and was fired by Disney afterwards. After leaving Disney in 1985, Burton directed his first feature film, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Big Adventure was made on a budget of $8 million and grossed more than $40 million. Burton even had Danny Elfman, a songwriter, to do the music for the film, and Danny has scored every film Burton has worked on, all except 3 movies. Following Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Burton directed a couple of episodes for the horror series Alfred Hitchcock Presents and Shelley Duvall's Tale Theater. Then he directed his next big film, Beetlejuice, in 1988. Beetlejuice is an American horror comedy film about a deceased ghost couple who haunt their former home. They are coming to terms of their death and living their lives within this home. However, that gets disrupted when a family moves into their former home. They call upon poltergeist Beetlejuice to get rid of the family, but Beetlejuice has his own plans. Due to Burton being able to make successful movies from low budgets, he was hired to direct his first big budget movie, which was Batman in 1989. There were many problems during production of the movie. For example, Burton had problems with the producer, and the studio had problems with him casting Michael Keaton for the role of Batman. Batman grossed $250 million in the US and $400 million worldwide. The Batman movie supposedly also became the inspiration for Batman the Animated Series in 1990. Following Batman in 1990, Burton directed and co-wrote Edward Scissorhands. He worked with Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice. Johnny Depp was casted for the title role of Edward. Edward, a human with scissors for hands, is the recreation of an inventor who passed away. Edward gets invited to the home of a woman where he meets and falls in love with her daughter, all while navigating life in the town that fears him. In 1992, Burton returned to the Batman franchise to direct its sequel. The film grossed $282.2 million worldwide. For the 1993 film The Nightmare Before Christmas, Burton produced, let me say it again, produced the movie. He did not direct it since he was directing the Batman sequel. Henry Selick directed the movie, but the movie was based on characters and the world Burton created. Nightmare Before Christmas grossed $50 million in the box office. In 1994, he produced a fantasy comedy called Cabin Boy and directed a film called Ed Wood. He worked with Johnny Depp once more. Both films were kind of a failure, but Ed Wood has recently seen some notable praises after the movie's released. Burton produced the next Batman movie in the franchise since Warner Bros. Saw the second Batman movie as too dark. Keaton resigned afterwards due to all the changes. The film grossed $336 million. In 1996, Burton and Selick joined hands for James and the Giant Peach. This film was both live action and stop motion. If you ever have a chance, I think you should give it a watch. I like the mixture of the two. It was a very fun movie that my sisters and I enjoyed watching last year together for the first time. In 1996, Mars Attack released, a film that Burton directed with Elfman scoring. In 1999, saw the release of Sleepy Hollow starring Johnny Depp. Now, we enter the 2000s. Planet of the Apes in 2001 was the adaptation of the book of the same name. The film grossed $68 million in its opening weekend. The film got mixed reviews from critics. 2003, Burton directed Big Fish, which was another adaptation of a book. 2005 was the release of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, another adaptation of a book with the same name. The film grossed $207 million domestically. In the same year, The Corpse Bride was released. Burton and Elfman had worked on both movies at the same time, and I stated that it was difficult to do so. In 2006, Burton directed his first music video titled Bones for the indie rock band The Killers. In 2007, a musical horror film titled Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street was released. In 2009, Burton produced a feature-length adaptation of the short film 9 by the filmmaker Shane Ackerman short film 9. Another wonderful stop motion that you can find on YouTube that I think you should give a watch. Into the 2010s, Alice in Wonderland was released. In 2012, he directed Dark Shadow and co-produced Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. He also remade his Frankenweenie short from 1984 into a feature-length stop-motion film released towards the end of the same year. In 2012, he directed another music video for The Killers titled Here With Me. In 2014, Burton directed a biographical drama film titled Big Eyes about American artist Margaret Keane. I won't go into details about the film and artist, but do research Margaret and her story because her story with her husband is very fascinating. In 2016, Burton adapted another book and directed the film Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Lastly, in 2019, he directed another Disney live-action movie, Dumbo. Burton has been working since 1985 to 2019 creating films. He has a long range of films spanning different genres, yet a lot of his films are in similar aesthetics. Burton is most notable for his stop-motion work due to him being able to bring to life an imaginary world. Even though that is the case, he has worked on more notable live-action films than stop-motion animated ones. I find it kind of weird that he had worked in the arts and worked in stop motion and animation when he was a kid. He went to school for it. He worked at Disney for it, and he had made more live actions than what he's passionate about, which was stop motion. So hopefully one day he gets to go back to it. I believe it's subjective to what you believe are his better films, the live action or the stop motion one. But for me, I do believe his stop motion gothic aesthetic are his best movies. And like I said, I do hope in the future he returns to his roots of stop motion and animation and directs and produces another movie.
Okay guys, so I found a tier list on tiermaker.com of Burton films. So far Burton has directed about 19 films. He has produced some. This doesn't have like his shorts. I can't find one that has like his shorts and his other like really earlier works. But as far as the 19 that are notable, everything is here. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this as quick as possible. So the first one we have is Ed Wood. I'm gonna start off with putting it in haven't watched. I haven't watched this film. I don't even know what it's about. But while doing my research, I do know that people didn't like it at first, but it has kind of rose in ranks to being really good, and critics have given it a chance. So I think that's excellent. And maybe one day I will watch it. Next one we have Alice in the Wonderland. I'm gonna put this in good cause nostalgia. I wish there was like another row for like under Supreme that's like for really good movies, and then we have good cause nostalgia. But as far as Alice in Wonderland, I'm gonna, since there's no other row in between, I'm gonna put it in good cause nostalgia because this movie came out in 2010. I was probably like 7. I was 7 when the movie came out. I definitely didn't watch it in 2010. I think I watched it sometime later in middle school, but I really did like the movie. I absolutely loved it. I don't think that the movie did like so good in like Rotten Tomato scores and things like that, but regardless, I really did like the movie. Um, Compared to like other live action Disney remakes. Next, we have the first Batman movie, and I'm just gonna put both of them in Supreme. I'm a huge fan of DC. Very much a huge fan of Tim Burton. So just having the combination of both was literally an excellent choice. I do wish that he was able to direct the third movie. I especially really love the Batman Returns. I really love the second movie, and I really wish he was able to direct and not just produce the third Batman movie. But yeah, literally combination of DC superheroes and Tim Burton was a great choice. So that is going into the Supreme tier. Next we have Big Eyes. I did not watch this movie. Next we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know if this should go in Supreme or nostalgia because I really do like the movie. I know it has a good Rotten Tomato score, about around, I think like around 80 something percent. It is a really good movie. I don't know if this one because this was Tim Burton, like this is a remake of the original one in like the 80s, I believe. I don't remember when the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory came out, but this is like the second like remake of the book. I don't know which one's better. I do like them both. I'm gonna put it in nostalgia for now because I don't think it's like a high tier movie. Like I said, I really wish there was like a row in between because I really do like this movie. And honestly, out of both of the Chocolate Factory movies, I do watch this one more. So I'm going to put that in nostalgia. Next we have Dark Shadows. Did not watch. Dumbo, also didn't watch. I'm not a huge fan of Disney remakes. I have watched some. I did watch Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. I watched both Alice in Wonderland. What else? I watched the Mulan one, which was terrible. I'm going to watch the Little Mermaid one because I do want to see Halle in it. I think that's it. I do one day want to watch the Aladdin one. Okay, off topic here. I'm not a huge fan of Disney live action movies, so I didn't watch Dumbo. I'm also kind of scared to watch it because I just know that Disney doesn't have a great trend of these live action remakes. And I do know that Dumbo did not do good in like Rotten Tomato scores. I think it has around a 40-50 range. So we're gonna put it in the haven't watched. Edward Scissorhands is gonna go in Supreme. I even recently watched this movie like, I don't know, a year or two ago for like class. I really like Edward Scissorhands. I love its like meaning. It's so deep. And I think that if you had to watch at least one of his films, either it has to be stop motion ones, but it has like for live action it has to be Edward Scissorhands. I think it's one of his greatest films, and I think that anyone agrees that Edward Scissorhands is one of Burton's greatest films of all time. It's just so freaking good. Next we have the Peculiar Children movie. I didn't watch this one either. I did see like review videos on it, but I didn't watch it. Next we have Big Fish. Also haven't watched. Frankenweenie, I'm gonna put it in good cause nostalgia. It's an okay movie, sad movie, a cute movie, but I don't think it because nostalgia based. I'm like really love Frankenweenie, but it's not like supreme. Next we have Beetlejuice. I'm gonna put it Supreme because I just love the story of Beetlejuice. I fell in love with the musical first, and the songs and everything, and so I went back to watch the movie, and I really like the movie a lot. I think it's just so I can't explain, but I just think just everything Beetlejuice is just 100% the best. So I absolutely love this movie. Mars Attack is another movie I have seen. I'm gonna put it in the okay tier. It wasn't an okay movie. It wasn't like good. It wasn't bad. I think it also has like around like a 50-something% on Rotten Tomatoes as well. Look at me just knowing the Rotten Tomatoes scores on top of my head. Not really. I just say I'm a fan, or I'm just like a long time person who goes back and checks the number and stuff occasionally. So some of them I know the top of my head, for especially the ones I haven't watched. I know the scores kind of on top of my head. Yeah. Anyways, Mars Attack was an okay movie. Yeah. Moving on, Corpse Bride. I'm gonna put it in good cause nostalgia, only because I didn't like the movie. Well, one, I absolutely love the movie. The only person I did not like in Corpse Bride was the main character girl. I'm sorry, I just did not like her. Okay, honestly, Corpse Bride is supreme. It's a great movie, and it has a really good Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't know. I could not. I just didn't like the girl, but I do like the aesthetics of the movie. I love the whole underworld. My favorite part of the movie's majority is when they're in the underworld. I really like the setting. I like the introduction of all the characters in the underworld. I think that was really well done. So yeah, it's in a supreme movie. I just sometimes I can do without the main character girl. Pee-wee is a movie that I watched when I was a kid. So I'm gonna put it in good because of nostalgia. I don't remember too much of the movie, but I do know it has a very great Rotten Tomatoes score. I did watch when I was a kid and I did enjoy it. I haven't revisited since, and now I'm a freshman in college, so I can't really rank it higher. But I'm gonna put it in good because of nostalgia, because I just know as a kid I really liked the movie. Next is Planet of the Apes. I didn't watch it, but I have seen like scenes. I have seen videos on Planet of the Apes. Like I did mention, most people didn't really like Burton's remake of the original movie, and so I can like put my sense into it because I didn't watch it. But I know it also doesn't have a really good Rotten Tomatoes score. Not a good one. So I'm gonna put it in haven't watched, even though I have seen like some scenes of the movie. I feel like I basically watched it, but I really haven't watched the whole entire thing. Next we have the Sleepy Hollow, which I also have not watched, and then we have Sweeney Todd, which I also have not watched, or Sweeney Todd. I think I said in the video like Sweetney or Sweetney, but it's just Sweetney. So yeah, this is my ranking for the movies. I think I'm gonna put Charlie and Chocolate Factory up here, and I think I'm gonna switch Beetlejuice and Corpse Bride, and I'm gonna switch Charlie and Beetlejuice, and that's going to be my order. I'm gonna switch Frankenweenie and Alice. Why did I not? Okay. And then yeah, that's kind of my ranking. I haven't seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm lucky. I have seen just one more. I've seen more movies than I haven't seen of his. So yeah, I'm not like a huge fan, because if I was, I would have seen all the movies. But they also didn't put like the short. They didn't put 9 here. They didn't put Vincent here or the original Frankenweenie on the list, which I have seen all 3. So I would have more on the list. If 9 was here, I'll put 9 in the Supreme. I really did like 9. I like the animation. It was just incredible. Vincent, I would probably put it in okay meh or good because of nostalgia. Because it was a really good put together short that he made back in the day. And then the original Frankenweenie, I would probably put it in the okay meh as well. I do like the animation one a lot better than the original Frankenweenie short. But yeah, that is my ranking for this. Let's get on with the outro.
Thank you guys so much for watching the first Art of Halloween on this channel. Once again, there will be a playlist for the Art of Halloween videos in the order of release for both channels combined, so remember to check out the description below. If you haven't yet checked out our art channel to see the process of creating Halloween animated movie posters, expect at least one Burton film to be created. Definitely go check out our channel right now. Lastly, check back here and on our art channel for updates in the series. And if today's video was interesting, please consider subscribing, liking, and at least commenting so I know your thoughts. Thank you so much, everyone, and I really do hope you have a happy Halloween month. See you guys next time.